Well, Jacob, well done. I suppose that was just like Saturday, wasn't it? A win is a win, but it could have been more comfortable.
Yeah, a win's a win, but yeah, we made it really difficult for ourselves in the end. But we showed great guts and team spirit to hold out for the win. So
Just tell me what you've had to put into that game. I noticed you limping towards the end of it.
yeah, all of us just had to graft. We all worked our socks off, and it was a collective effort to get 3 points in the end.
Looking at the game, the way it unfolded, that first goal that you got, at what point did you think you seriously had a chance of winning that ball from the goalkeeper?
Well, he just dwelled on it, and I just snuck up behind him, and then just took the opportunity when I saw it.
Is that something you make a habit of, trying to close goalkeepers down?
Yeah, if we're putting him under pressure, he's most likely to concede possession cheaply. So it's something I'll keep on doing.
And it does seem to be a real trend at the moment. Managers like goalkeepers to play with their feet and do that. And I suppose that the downside of that is it gives you opportunities to steal the ball.
Yeah, it's a massive downside. But if it's done well, then where you're away playing football, playing out from the back, and you can get up the pitch better than conceding possession just with a long punt.
And the second goal, it was from close range. Was it easier to score than the first one?
Yeah, a lot easier. I was in front of my man, so he was never going to get over the top of me to score. So.
Yeah, and you must have fancied a hat-trick from there on. 2 goals in the first 11 minutes, that doesn't happen very often.
Yeah, I fancied my chances. There was one where I maybe should have slid Wes in, but I saw the headline, so I've gone for it. But I'm happy with my goals, and more importantly, I'm happy about 3 points today.
Considering you'd not played a league game for Norwich City before this season, you've made a really flying start, haven't you?
Yeah, I knew I was always capable of playing in this team. And it was about going out on loan and getting experience. And then, I think this season I'm ready to try and keep the shirt. You've
told us before that the manager has challenged you and your brother to make a breakthrough this season. You must be really pleased with how it's going.
Yeah, pleased with how it's going, but we don't stop now. We keep pushing and pushing and pushing.
And how much has this been down to hard work? I mean, those that follow you on Twitter will know that you spent most of the pre-season, most of the summer break training hard.
Yeah, I've got to give myself an advantage over other teams, other teammates and stuff. To get a start in place. So, the preparation starts in the summer, and then as soon as you get back in, it's down to, your hard work and trying to get into that team. Looking
at the second half, Wigan came more into the game. Is that because the old thing about 2-0 being a difficult lead and you weren't sure whether to go for a third or hold on to what you had?
We was close to getting third on a few occasions, but, it just wasn't to be. But again, we showed resilience to keep the score down and get the win.
And it's relentless off to Nottingham Forest next. How do you view that one?
It's going to be another tough game. It's going to probably be similar to tonight. So we've got to try and get an early goal, stay in the lead, and hopefully come away with 3 points again. We've
seen two teams this week and lots of teams trying to defend at Carrow Road. Do you think in some ways you might find it easier away from home in certain games this season?
Yeah, if teams are coming for us, it's a lot easier for us to pick them off and hit them on the break. So each game's different, but we take it as it comes. But we've got more than enough to beat any team in this league.
And you're just a couple of points off the top. I know it's early on in the season, but it's all about giving yourself a chance, isn't it? And you've done that as a team.
Yeah, we've only had one loss so far this season, so it's just about plugging away, getting points on the board, and hopefully get this promotion that we all want.
And how much are you enjoying being a huge part of the first team here, and all the celebrations with the fans and everything that goes with it?
It's amazing. I've been wanting to do this since I was under 11s, so I've been here an awful long time. So to now I finally get my chance, and that I'm loving it.